Well, one of the things we're going to do as far as from last year, I think we bring some experience to the table in terms of our pitching staff, pretty much returns, so we feel pretty deep there. I think we have a back end of the bullpen that is pretty strong. Offensively, we did lose a couple of guys out of our lineup, but the guys that are returning, we feel are going to be able to step up and do a good job. Plus, there's a couple of returners or a couple of transfers that came in that should be able to help us from an offensive standpoint. Well, key returners for us, I would imagine, are going to be pretty much on our pitching staff. When you have an Alex Lavandero being able to head a weekend series, that's pretty impressive. When you have a Louis DeVille being able to come behind him. And then in the back end of the bullpen with Lance Elder, with a Daniel Brozecker, with an Eric Bauer, those are guys that are going to be able to help us as far as going forward and keeping us in conference games. And then the key factor, which we think is going to be one of our big starters this year, is Jonathan Hernandez. I think he's going to come in and provide, be kind of a big unknown, but is going to do great things for us this year. Offensively, as far as guys that we're going to count on, you have your Jonathan Quintana, your Ryan Baldwins, your Khalil Denson. Those are guys that have been here in the program for a couple of years, done it already in the conference. And then when you add a couple of newcomers, Claudio Riviera, you have guys that bring the experience and are able to help us. And then we have another transfer, Justin Lamazares, who we feel has had a great fall and is going to be somebody that we're going to count on to provide some big offense for us throughout the year. Well, I think just to start off the year, we were able to get where we're going to be playing Palm Beach Atlantic and Lynn and Nova to start off the year, which is going to be a big test for us right away. Get to see some top-end teams. So anytime you can do that gives you a pretty good idea early on what your team looks like. And then we have a schedule where we have Pfeiffer, I believe, the next weekend, and that'll give us an idea of a good team coming down to play us in our backyard, and then we get into that conference crunch, and conference weekends are very, very tough every weekend anytime you face a conference opponent.